Hello, this is Annette Stanton and welcome. Today I want to share with you a little bit more about the power of vision, and you'll see behind me there I've got my book called The Power of Vision. And there are times when you'll notice that you'll have a clear vision, and there are times when you'll notice that you don't. And this is very normal when it comes to being in transition, whether it's a transition in your personal life or your career or your business, whichever path that you're on. And that's all a part of really getting to know you from all angles, right? So when we go into a state of I don't know, uncertainty, there's a transition going on, it can be pretty scary. I know I've been there on many occasions and, feeling like a fake and a fraud, thinking here I am, a vision coach, and I have no idea. I can't even see 2 feet in front of me. So it's interesting because it reminds me of a story when, that I was 8 years of age and I was walking to school, and in the country town that I lived in, there was fog right in front of me, and all I could hear was my mother's voice saying, just take the next step, just take the next step, keep going, just go straight, it's just up the road, right? So really putting in a faith and a trust in that next step by being fully in the moment. So one of the things is when my vision, there was a phase in my life that I went through a grief, and the vision that I've achieved a lot with the power of vision, a hell of a lot. And there was a time in my life that I didn't. And I really, I did a number on myself that, well, who do you think you are? You're a fake, you're a fraud, you haven't got this down pat, yeah? And ultimately I went into self-doubt and loss of confidence, and there was a part of me that didn't even want to put it out there anymore. So, and that was quite a few years ago. So interesting that, that we can go through those times of self-doubt and thinking that, the lesson that I learned was not to be attached to form, not to be attached to how I think my vision is meant to look, yet be committed to the essence of it. So the essence of who you truly are, the essence of when you're lost. Okay, there's a state of allowing and surrendering, and for me it was really, in the coaching world we talk about, the present is perfect. I'll say it again, the present is perfect. Very challenging one for me as a visionary to allow the present to be perfect no matter what's going on, right? But that's what I realised. I needed to live that and to go, you know what, this is what's happened, to be fully present to life and to let life in this moment, and with one step at a time, because I used to be always focused on the end result, always focused on the goal, the vision of how I want it to look, and really building on, who I thought I was meant to be and what it was all meant to look like, right? So it's ultimately identifying the different phases and stages of vision. We generally start with a vision that is a head vision based on who we want to become, and it's something outside of ourselves, or what we want to achieve, which is something tangible outside of ourselves, right? And a lot of people start in that place, and that's very normal. And then when we identify what our true values are, and then you link the value to the actual tangible result. Most people don't do that. So for example, linking a value to one of the things of writing my book, I thought it was all about becoming getting my book out there, getting known, making sure that I was on stage and, hopefully becoming a best-selling author, all those sorts of things. That was the head vision. And ultimately, when I got deeper into the core of, my who I truly am and why and what is important to me, and what I want for myself, the vision I want for myself and others in the world, it was truly about the deeper connection of who you are, who I am. And then how do you actually listen in to the inner vision, the heart and soul vision, the purposeful and the meaningful vision that you live each day into short-term, medium-term, long-term evolution of that. It'll grow naturally, right? This is what I've learned along the way. So as you step into, achieving certain things, if you've achieved a lot in your life and you notice, well, what's it all about? what is this about? I've achieved this, I've achieved that, I've got this in my life, I've got that in my life. You know, why aren't I fulfilled? Why aren't I happy? What's the meaning of my life? Okay? So I had a health scare when I was 24 years of age, and that's when I started asking those questions at a deeper level. So I've been on this journey for quite some time now, and I continue to go deeper into that, to getting an understanding of who I truly am and the essence of who I am today as I come into the wisdom years. And it takes listening in, really listening in to, you know, the inner voice. It's a calm, softer. It's a transformational path of listening in, and it comes from getting to know what your values are, tuning into that area of those particular values, and how do you link that value to your goals, right? So most people along the way are thinking that they need to become someone because they're not liking who they are right now, okay? So there's a saying, are you moving towards or running away from? And most people are running away from their here and now. It's so important to be able to be in this moment and be present in this moment, because the gift of your learning lesson, the gift of your insight, the gift of your deep connection of who you truly are and the essence of the life that you're meant to be living that will give you meaning, whether it's your personal and your business, career path, relationships, it's all one and the same. Okay? So the power of vision is all about really tuning in, you know, getting to know yourself along the way, wherever you are, whatever phase and stage you're in, but in this moment. So one of the whispers that I really got was, you know, let life in and be a witness to this moment. Because most of the time we're chasing after something and we're not fully living in this moment. And that's where it creates presence. It's not about just being present. It's about feeling this moment, you know, with all your senses. Being in this moment and being a witness to. And I'm not talking about, there's another aspect of needs and identifying what you need to pay the bills, okay? What you need to be in a relationship that works for you. There's many different areas of that. But you know what? It starts and it ends with being in the moment and being a witness to who are you being in this moment? Are you being the essence of who you truly are? You being the person who you truly want to be? Are you communicating in a way that you know keeps an open heart, an open mind, which then inspires and transforms the people around you, just in who you're being, okay? So this is an evolving path that I've noticed that I've been on for quite some time, and it's becoming more and more apparent as I'm in my mid-50s, moving into the latter part of the, you know, my wiser years now. And we will all go through that. I have the pleasure and honour of, you know, coaching people of all ages who go through this, okay? And ultimately, it's about, you know, identifying, are you moving towards or away from? So when you're in the moment, if there's something that's not working for you, being fully present to what it is, and then also looking at what is working for you. Because most of the time, we're running away from what's not working without being a witness to what is working. The what is working will evolve. So we need to own that, and that's where you make that present part perfect. Okay. So I know this is a deeper conversation, yet this is about, you know, being a transformational, you know, evolving person as we all are in our life, and being a witness to that so that you can live with wholeness and without the, you know, leaving you behind, and having every part of your life feeling like you're on purpose, there's meaning, there's intent, and you're creating a momentum in action that's peaceful and it's freeing. I'm certainly not perfect at it because I'm still practicing it, right? And I'll practice this forevermore. Because ultimately there's nowhere to get to. It's just about being here now and being in your body so that you can be a witness to what your next action step is inside the grand plan. And you'll hear the grand plan. Write it down. keep it close, notice it, and it'll continue to evolve as you evolve. So the power of vision is all about that evolution of who you truly are, the essence of who you truly are. And if you haven't got your copy at this stage, then please feel free to check on the link below and purchase your copy online. There is a hard copy as well as a e-version, online version, so entirely up to you. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those. Please feel free to share any of your insights. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll connect soon. Thanks again. Bye for now.